We know the computer network is connected two or more computers to each other is known as computer network. To connect the computers in a network, we need some media. That media is called as transmission media. So, let us see what is transmission media and what are the characteristics of the transmission media. So, as I said, transmission media is something which will need to connect all my computers to each other or to connect all my computers in a network. So, we will see definition of transmission medium. Transmission medium is the pathway through which individual systems are connected in a network are called as transmission media. Transmission media makes transmission of electronic signals possible from one computer to another. A transmission media is a medium over which information travels from the sender to receiver. In the other word, a communication channel is also called as a medium. Different media have different properties and used in different environments for different purposes. There are two types of transmission media: guided transmission media and other is unguided transmission media. So, as we know, there are two types of transmission media. One is guided media and another is unguided media. Firstly, we will see guided media. Guided media is a communication medium which allow the data to get guided along it. For this, the media needs to have a point-to-point physical connection. It is also known as wired media or cable media. The examples of wired media are twisted pair cable, coaxial cable, and optical fibers. The wired media is used for point-to-point communication. Now we will see unguided media. The wireless media is also called as an unguided media. In the wireless media, the signal energy propagates in the form of unguided electromagnetic waves. The example of wireless media are radio and infrared light. The wireless media is used for radio broadcasting in all the directions. So, there are some characteristics of transmission media. First characteristic of transmission media is type of medium. A transmission medium can be either wired or wireless. Second characteristic is cost. Cost of medium is one of the most important characteristics which needs to be considered while selecting a media. Ideally, a medium should be robust and cheap. The twisted pair cable is the cheapest wired media and optical fiber is costliest one. Next characteristic is bandwidth. Bandwidth of a medium is defined as the range of frequencies that a medium allows to pass through it without introducing any error. Bandwidth measures the capacity of a medium to transmit data. It should be as high as possible. Higher bandwidth ensures higher data rates. Bandwidth of a medium also depends on its length. A short cable can provide larger bandwidth than a longer one. Therefore, maximum length for cable runs are specified for each cable. Going beyond these lengths will introduce error in the received signals. Next point is attenuation. As the signal travels over a medium, it loses its strength. Attenuation is defined as reduction in the strength of a signal and it is measured in decibel. It is a measure of how much a signal weakens while traveling over a medium. Attenuation determines the maximum length of a cable. If the receiver is at a distance longer than a maximum specified length, then the received signal will be too weak and noise can introduce error in it. Repeaters are used at regular intervals between the source and receiver to regenerate the signals and avoid the effect of attenuation. Next, band uses. In order to ensure optimum uses, the bandwidth of a medium should be shared between the applications. Broadly, there are two transmission modes. One is baseband transmission and another is broadband transmission. In baseband transmission, the entire bandwidth is allotted to only one channel, whereas broadband transmission, two or more communication channels share the bandwidth of the medium. The most common mode of operation in the baseband mode. Most LANs function in the baseband mode. Then next characteristic is installation requirements. Installation requirements includes preparation of physical layout of the network, making various installation tools available. Most importantly, skilled labor is required for installation of some media such as optical fiber cables. This increases the cost of installation. Next characteristic is EMI, electromagnetic interface. Immunity from electromagnetic interface. The external noise in the form of electromagnetic waves can be interfere with the signal and distort it. This is called as electromagnetic interface. The EMI should be reduced to a minimum so as to avoid signal distortion. A metallic shield is used in STP cables and coaxial cables to reduce EMI. The optical fiber cables are free from EMI. Crosstalk is an example of EMI. It occurs when a signal traveling over one wire is picked up by another wire in the closely. So these are the characteristics of any transmission media. So before settling for any transmission media, first we will see all these category of transmission media and then only we select the appropriate types of the cables. There are three types of cables: coaxial cable, fiber cable and optical fibers.
Twisted pair cable. Now see this is the diagram of twisted pair cable. The twisted pair cable looks like this. Now it consists of two or more strands and copper wire which are twisted together. Now if you see the diagram, you will understand the two wires are twisted together. These two are called as copper conductors and the outer portion is called as insulator. Twisted pair cable are less sensitive to EMI. Twisting reduces its sensitivity of EMI. Because of the twisting, they are less sensitive to EMI. Now, let us see types of twisted pair cable in detail. Now see this diagram. This diagram is again twisted pair cable, but we have shield around twisted pair cable. And the outer portion is called as jacket, which will protect our wire from the damage. So the STP consists of one or more twisted pair of cable enclosed in foil wrap. A properly grounded shield prevents signals from getting into or out of the cable. So This shield is very important in STP because shield prevents the signals from getting in and getting out of the cable. So, no unnecessary signals will come inside the cable and no useful cable will go outside the cable. The second type of twisted pair cable is unshielded twisted pair cable, that is UTP. If you are see the structure of UTP, that is unshielded twisted pair cable, it's same as shielded twisted pair cable. Only the one difference is here we don't have the shield. So it consists of number of twisted pair cable with the plastic jacket, and basically it is used in the telephone system. Advantages and disadvantages of twisted pair cable. So now we will see advantages first. First advantage is noise and electromagnetic interference is high. Second, it has a low to moderate bandwidth. Third, it can be used only for point-to-point communication. Fourth, supports data rates up to several Mbps. Now, disadvantages of twisted pair cable. First, moderate data rates. Second, low or moderate bandwidth. Third, noise and EM interference is high. Now, let us see coaxial cable in detail. Now, see, this is how my coaxial cable looks like. There are two conductors which shares the common axis in the coaxial cable. Now, the components of coaxial cable are center conductor, outer conductor, insulator and jacket. So, first we will talk about what is center conductor. Center conductor is a solid copper wire, or you can say center conductor is made up of solid copper wire. Then this is called as outer conductor. Here outer conductor forms active surrounding the center conductor. So outer conductor forms a tube surrounding what? Center conductor. And this conductor is made up of metallic foil. Now this is the insulator. Insulator is basically used to keep center conductor and outer conductor separated from each other. And at last we have a jacket. This plastic jacket is just to protect the wire or just to protect the cable from the damage. So this is how the coaxial cable looks like, and this is the structure of coaxial cable. Now, as I say, every transmission media has some characteristics. So in the same way, coaxial cable has some set of advantages and disadvantages. So let us see each in detail. Advantages and disadvantages of coaxial cable. Firstly, we will see advantages of coaxial cable. First, excellent noise immunity due to the shield. Second, large bandwidth than twisted pair cable. Third, losses are small. Fourth, can be used for high data rates. Fifth, less attenuation. Sixth, they are easy to install. Now, disadvantages of coaxial cable. Costlier than the twisted pair cable, and BNC connector are required to be used for connection. Up till now, we have studied coaxial cable, twisted pair cable in detail. Then we saw two types of twisted pair cable. Now let's study fiber optic cable in detail. This is the diagram of fiber optic cable. Fiber optic cable have core, cladding and jacket. With the help of fiber optic cable, we can transmit a light signal into it. So, the fiber optic cable is basically used to transmit a light waves. The light waves can be effectively conducted through a transparent glass fiber cable known as fiber optic cable. So, from this you can understand fiber optic cable is basically used for transmission of a light signals. The center conductor of this cable is called as fiber core, which consists of highly refined glass or plastic. It is designed to transmit light signals with the little loss. So, see the diagram of fiber optic cable again, and at the center we have fiber. Then we have gel around it. We call that gel is nothing but your cladding. So, fiber is the coated with the cladding and the cladding is gel that reflect signal back into a fiber to reduce the signal loss. It means if a signal going out of the cable, then with the help of cladding, that signal again can come back to the cable. So, it reflects the signal back into the cable. That is the biggest advantage of cladding. And that's why you can transmit the high signal with the little loss. And basically it is used in the optical transmission. Now, since it is used to carry a light wave into it, the fiber optic cable obviously it will be free from EMI. Now we will see advantages of fiber optics. First advantage is small size and lightweight. The size of the optical fiber is very small. Therefore, a large number of optical fiber can fit into a cable of small diameter. Second advantage is easy availability and low cost. The material used for the manufacturing of optical fiber is silica glass. This material is easily available, so the optical fiber cost lower than the cables with metallic conductor. Third advantage is no electrical or electromagnetic interference. Since the transmission takes place in the form of light rays, the signal is not affected due to any electrical or electromagnetic interference. Fourth advantage is large bandwidth. As the light rays have very high frequency in the gigahertz range, the bandwidth of the optical fiber is extremely large. This allows transmission of more number of channels. Therefore, the information carrying capacity of an optical fiber is much higher than of a coaxial cable. 5. Intermediate amplifier are not required as the transmission losses in the fiber as fiber are low. 6 advantage is no crosstalk inside the optical fiber cable. And 7 advantage is signals at the higher data rates can be sent. Another one advantage of fiber optic is these cables are not affected by the drastic environmental conditions. Because of all these advantages, the fiber optic cable is replacing the conventional metallic conductor cable rapidly in many areas. Now, disadvantages of fiber optics. First, sophisticated plants are required for manufacturing optical fiber. Second, the initial cost incurred is high. And third is joining the optical fiber to each other is a difficult job.